It's 11 o'clock. Time for another episode of The Bob Nelson Show with Bob Nelson. No, it's another episode of Comedians Writing Jokes at Starbucks. I'm your host, Rob Cioffi. Today is October 20th, 2014. This is episode 13 of our continuing series of broadcasts from the great city and state and country and planet and galaxy and universe and multiverse. I don't know where we are, actually. I just hope. If there's a fire, I know. I'm secure. My former podcast buddy from many years ago, Rob White, he is the chief of the fire department or something like that. He's always wearing the hat in Selden here. He walks around with the hat. He does the tattoos down the road, and if the fire whistle goes off, he stops what he's doing, leaves the guy on the table or in the chair, and heads and puts the fire out. Thank you, Rob White, for doing that. My old podcast days. Nelson's not here today. Nelson is Bob Nelson. How dare I disrespect him by calling him by his last name in that familiar way? I'm not any way familiar with Mr. Nelson at all. In that way. He's my friend. And we sometimes work together. When I beg him enough to put me on his shows. He sometimes gets so annoyed he lets me do it. He's not here today. He's been working all weekend, making the cabbage. Been touring the Northeast and New England and the Northeast. He was in Connecticut last night, and today he's on his way. I think he's at the airport right now, coming or going or something. He's a big shot. He's a big shot. He's on tour. And it's always a pleasure and an honor to have him affiliated. Doesn't even have to be on. Affiliated with this program. And I know that the two of you watching right now are clearly disappointed by Mr. Nelson not being able to be here today. Mr. Bob Nelson, comedian Bob Nelson from HBO, The Tonight Show, and major films like Brain Donors and Kindergarten Cup, one of my favorites. So to keep his seat warm and to keep me company and fill a little time with his Tourette's type outbursts, because you will occasionally hear him sitting behind me, and he'll move into frame now because this is his cue. This will be over here. Yes, there he is. Is my other old podcasting buddy, Mr. Tim Thompson. Say hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. He says, very good. This is a classic George and Gracie radio right here. It's 80-year-old comedy.
Thank you for having me on your podcast.
It's not a podcast.
What is it?
Don't even dare call it a podcast. You know, I'm trying to figure that out. It's a shoe. It's much bigger than a podcast. It's much bigger than a video broadcast, live streaming video over the internet. It's at Comedians Writing Jokes.
Yeah.
Is more a concept. It's an attitude. It's a place you live in your mind, or in my mind, anyway.
Oh.
And that's what happens.
Well, thank you for having me on your podcast.
It's a brand. Thank you. As a matter of fact, I was talking
just the
today.
Way it's broadcasted. All right, it's not a TV show. It's not on TV.
The medium is the message, pal. It is TV.
So
let me break it down for you, son. Television. This is the Latin. Over distance. Vision, to see. You're seeing me over a distance. Therefore, you're watching me on television. Okay? And if I knew any more Latin, I would throw it at you right now. I don't know any Latin, really. QED. They opened a club in Long Island City. Did you hear this?
Who?
Cambry Cruz. You know Cambry Cruz?
No.
She's married to Finnegan.
Finnegan?
Finnegan, remember?
From Dickens?
No, from Star Trek.
Oh,
Finnegan.
okay.
Christian Finnegan, a comedian.
Comedian from Star Trek?
Finnegan.
Are you from Notre Dame?
No, from Comedy Central.
Oh,
The half hour.
Fat, but now he's skinny and it's really weird looking.
Yeah, he was actually on a Chappelle episode and everything.
Yeah.
So he's like I think she's married to him.
He lost so much weight.
That's what celebrity will do that to you, man. Look, did you see Galifianakis?
He's
Holy
not so much.
macaronis!
The one guy who used to be on SNL, Horatio Sands.
Oh,
my
I
God,
saw
he's
him.
Really can't recognize him.
I love only 80s. We only do 80s, Joel. We only do 80s, Joel.
Oh, sorry.
He was. Did you ever see that? I'm doing a reference to Step Brothers.
Oh, okay.
He was in Step
that's
Brothers.
right.
He plays Billy, the Billy Joel cover band,
only do-
and they keep yelling out, "Play piano, man! Play piano, man!" And all he'll play is from Uptown Girl.
That's true.
I wish I wrote that. Who wrote that? Is Step Brothers one of
Billy
those?
Joel wrote it.
Step Brothers one of those. You know what I'm talking about? The guy who used to live over here in Nassau County.
Apatow?
Apatow.
I don't think it's an Apatow.
It's not an Apatow. It's an Apatow type.
It's
Who's the other guy? Is there another guy?
another guy. Either Todd.
The guy who wrote the Anchorman?
There's only one way to find out things now.
No, can't Google.
We're going
Can't
to go to
Google.
the almanac.
Tomorrow, bringing Google up, I'm going to make a big announcement. I got a big announcement today regarding comedians writing jokes at Starbucks.
We're going to start writing jokes.
Comedians writing jokes at Starbucks. For now, we write jokes, pal. This is.
This would be great if we did this in like driving around in classic cars. That'd be a great idea.
Classic cars.
Yeah. You know, just a couple comedians talking. And,
What year is your Nissan? What year is that?
It's almost classic.
There you go.
03.
03, close. We'll do it in your car. Hey, we're up to 3 viewers. Hey, viewers. Thank you for coming in, hanging out, sticking with us.
This is not really television. We're not on TV, it's free.
Rob's All-Star Holiday Special. My glasses are not on, Anthony. Smile, it's Monday. It's Monday. And we've got a lot to talk about. There's a big to-do on the Facebook over the weekend. Maybe one of you is one of those people who has a resentment from that, and we're going to explain it, and I'm going to give my opinions about it, and we're not going to just ignore this because it affected a lot of people. I got over 65 comments on one post. 65. And what were we saying before about the messenger? The messenger?
No, you're not a messenger. Yeah.
I put it on.
Okay.
I put it on.
What are you talking about? The Facebook
we're talking
Messenger
about
app?
Facebook Messenger app. If you have a phone, an iPhone, a smartphone, something that isn't, if you're not flipping it, and you're on the Facebook now makes you use this Messenger application. And I put it on, and what it does is I don't think they do it on Apple. They don't tell you what it does on the iOS, on the Apple. Mm-hmm. But on the Android always tells you what the app is doing as far as permissions and what it wants to do.
What you're authorizing it and allowing it to
You're
do.
allowing it to look like, for instance, you're allowing it to read your contact list, your address book.
You can turn that off. But it's allowing, you're saying
But
it's
the
a possibility
average
that it could
user
sync.
doesn't. Oh, look, I get the
I
app.
turned
I
it
hit
off.
yes.
And it says it also knows when you're engaged in a phone call, so it will not interrupt the phone call. That's the reason why they ask for access. You can turn these off.
Yeah.
So I know everyone's paranoid that
Right.
it's reading, like they know
And
what
it's
I'm
not
buying.
listening to me all the time. Either.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'll
That's
tell you
so important.
what indicated it was this
You don't want some guy-
this old girlfriend who I've been avoiding, really, for her own good. It's me. It was all me. That's why it ended. It was because of me, not
She
you.
was the girlfriend.
Not you, me. If you're watching. Suddenly, I haven't heard from her, and she was never the type to be on Facebook or anything. And then suddenly, I'm getting these friend requests or these suggestions. You know the suggestions? Like, here, we think this guy could be a good match for your friend. They started suggesting her as my friend.
You had a lot in common, being that you were the same person. This woman wearing a wig.
No, it's not. This is a heartbreaking thing, pal. I know you're living in this blissful state of fiancé-dom. And for you, a broken heart is pretty much the farthest thing away for you to understand. My heart was broken.
Don't do that. Your heart is very fragile. Don't do that.
My heart was broken by this woman, and suddenly, now I get to see all the great things she's moved on. Her life is moved. She's moved on, and I get this. I mistakenly click the suggest. I don't take her as a friend, but I look at her Facebook page. She's moved on. She's happy without me, which always really makes me a little sad because I would think, she might have been, but no. Anyway, so I took it completely off. I took the app off, and I don't know. Look, dude. I'm middle-aged. I'm white. I feel like the world is closing in on me, and I'm Alex Jones inside. I really am. Alex Jones. Fluoride in your toothpaste. What's it all about?
I think it's about dental health.
I think so. I don't know. Could be a conspiracy by the lizard people that run the world. Anyway, I had a weird thing happen to me. I was going to talk about this on Thursday, and I forgot to. But it's been freaking me out all weekend. I do my laundry. I got the washer and the dryer at home, and I do my own laundry. Believe it or not, I don't have someone come in. There isn't a lady in my life that will do the laundry. Okay? You win, old girlfriend. You win. So I'm going through the laundry to pick out my clothes.
I'm starting to see a picture here. It's starting to come together.
Pulling out the laundry. And you may have noticed on Thursday, I was wearing a button-down shirt, which I normally don't do because us big girls, it's a problem. The top buttons are always popping out. Can't really wear them. But it's all I had, right? So when I pull it out of the dryer, Tim, I bring it into the bedroom, I start getting changed, I pull the shirt open. Do you know what the shirt is totally buttoned from the top all the way down.
You didn't unbutton it?
I didn't. Why would I unbutton it? I would take it off, throw it in the hamper, and it goes in the laundry.
Because the buttons could rip. I wanted to open up, get the most cleaning out of it, right?
Yeah, but why? I mean, why? I'm telling you. What's the logic of buttoning up? Right. You don't want to button up your shirt and throw it in the laundry, right? And I'm telling you, I'm a big girl. The thing is snug fitting. I can't do this. I can't go with all the buttons would rip right off. It would pop.
That would look cool.
It would look awesome, especially in the slow-mo. If you got the iPhone 6, come on over. I will do that if you got the iPhone 6 and you can do the slow-mo.
My mom has it. 70-year-old women love the Apple phones. They're great.
That's what they're for.
For elderly people.
Elderly people.
You have problems understanding.
Get with it. Well, I bet she's got an AOL address.
No.
AOL used to stand for America Online. You know what it stands for now? If you get an email from someone from AOL?
What?
It stands for An Old Lady Sent You This.
She doesn't do email. She doesn't know it.
AnOldLady.com.
Lock that down.
So Tim, I started thinking about this. How could it possibly have gotten buttoned? How could it possibly have gotten buttoned? And I came to the logical conclusion.
Ghosts.
Poltergeist in my dryer. There is a poltergeist in my dryer.
No other explanation.
None at all.
It's based on static electricity energy.
And not only that, what's right around the corner? Halloween. What better time to be haunted by a poltergeist in my dryer? Poltergeist thinking, yeah. Let's really get the most impact out of haunting. When do we do it? Halloween?
Halloween.
Halloween?
That would be a good movie, The Christmas Ghost.
The Christmas Ghost.
Yeah. It'd be like...
Or about the Halloween Ghost. That would be the Halloween Christmas Ghost.
It's been done. And that's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
So anyway, I have this problem. Now I'm a friend. Man, why are you talking? What are you talking about? 4 viewers. Thank you, 4 viewers. Please tell your friends. Hey, you may not know this trick. You may not know this trick. You not only can watch comedians writing jokes at Starbucks on your computer, you also can watch it on your smartphone. And I suggest to all our users who are doing it, watching on the computer, flip open your smartphone, go to comedianswritingjokes.com, hit the Watch Now button.
What about the Comedians Writing Jokes app? Do you have that?
Comedians Writing Jokes app, what?
Did you just get an app so they could? It's like a link so it could go on there.
I'm working with that. I'm going to talk a little bit in a minute about what I had a meeting with my agent from CAA.
What does that stand for?
Isn't it? Creative Artist Agency. It's the biggest talent agency in the world. The guy is an agent here. His name is Rock Hard. I got his card here. Rock Hard. That's his name. He was meeting with me today. I'm going to talk to you about what we did. We actually got this thing.
He handles all the big stars in bedrock.
He does.
Like Rock Quarry.
Yes. So if you have a smartphone and you have a computer, you're watching me on the computer, flip open your smartphone, go to our website, and watch it. Click and watch them on both. Watch them on both. It's something we call stereo vision. And
Can I watch this on my typewriter?
If you've got a typewriter app on your smartphone, I'll bet you can do both. If it's an Android, if it's an iOS, if it's Apple, you can't do both. You can't multitask on an Apple.
Can't do that on this magical Apple phone?
Apple. Steve Jobs, we miss you. We miss you, you idiot.
Yeah, you should have just acknowledged your son, then you wouldn't have gotten the karma cancer.
You narcissistic genius, you. Narcissistic. You know, I said that once. I was on Al LaBelle. I was the driver for Al LaBelle. He put me on for 5 minutes before him.
Name dropper.
And on the way back, we stopped in Pennsylvania at some restaurant, chain restaurant. I can't remember the name right now, but you would know it if I said it. It starts with a P. Pelagios, something.
Cracker Barrel?
No. So I was late. It was tired, and instead of saying narcissistic in a sentence, I said narcissistic, and the guy went ballistic. He went ballistic on me.
Ballistic for narcissic?
Because I said narcissistic, not narcissistic. And he went. You'd think, wow, because his whole identity is really based on that. His whole act. Look him up, Al LaBelle, ILLUBEL. Look him up. He's had many, many late night with David Letterman appearances. One of the funniest people you ever see. And this, mind you, I'm driving, and he's having a hissy fit in Pagamagats over his salad and me eating my double cheeseburger dipped in lard.
That sounds good.
Delicious. In Pennsylvania, they know how to do it. And you can smoke there, too. You can smoke while you're eating your cheeseburger. So anyway, back to watching us on 2 devices at the same time. Also, if you're in an office right now and screwing off, not doing your work, get some of your coworkers to screw off, too, and watch us. Got a lot of things to discuss today. So I have a poltergeist in my I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
Is it in your washer or dryer?
Dryer.
It's in your dryer.
Absolutely, got to be in my dryer. Got to be in my dryer, and which is a problem because if it's in my dryer, it's got an escape route, right? But I don't think it's escaping. I think it's going to be. I would imagine that tomorrow when I do some laundry, something else mysterious might happen.
Uh-oh. Is this the lead up to your suicide, or
it could be. I've laid it all out for the guy who's going to write it up in Newsday. Hey, don't work hard, guy. You're writing a Newsday. You don't have to work hard. I'm giving it all to you.
By the word.
All to you. Yeah, so I got a poltergeist in my dryer. We'll talk more about during the week. I don't know. Maybe the Ghostbusters are using it. as a storage facility, like in the movie.
Is this what you're doing because the new Ghostbusters are going to be girls, so you're connecting it to laundry so they know to look there first?
This way they'll identify
sexist.
the first one.
But I like it. That should be the first ghost they bust. It's in your dryer.
I'm sexist, but...
The next one's in your sink, and then...
I'm adorable. In the vacuum cleaner.
The stove.
Right.
And then their womb.
Ah, there we go.
A lot of dead babies in there.
Yes, no, come on. Don't. Let's not go there. No, please.
There are standards on your television.
I do.
platform.
We do have a standard. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, man, do you eat pizza?
I've been known to eat some pizza.
Do you ever eat some pizza?
You know what's good pizza
What's
around
good?
here?
What?
Any pizza. It's New York. It's great.
No.
What?
You think that. I am a kind of a pizza snob.
You see that?
They in the Smithtown, they got the Branch, you know what I'm talking about? Branchineros.
Is it a Main Street there?
It's a famous place. Maybe some of our viewers can type in. That explains all the missing socks we're getting from somebody. A Deception Man. Yes, we're broadcasting from Long Island, New York. If you're watching, Deception Man. What a clever name. I'm afraid you might be deceiving us. So I get the pizza from I have Brancinelli's. That's the place it's called. Brancinelli's, very famous place.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm not near the Brancinelli's, but I'm near. There's a place called Colosio, which is owned by Brancinelli's, I think, which is famous for its pizza over in Port Jefferson. And I always go there. I go there and I buy a pizza. I like the Sicilian pizza. You ever have the Sicilian pizza?
I've had Sicilian.
It's like the thick square pizza. And I get a double cheese on it.
Sure.
And it costs about $22 from Colosio's, but it's worth it. And I'll only eat about half. I can only get through like 6 or 7 pizzas.
Why are you buying a whole pie?
Because if you buy it slice by slice, it's not fresh out of the oven.
Oh.
And I like it sloppy and gooey. You know.
We're talking about pizza, right?
I like eating the pizza, and it kind of like slides. First the cheese is all sliding, and then I stuff the bread in.
How are you single? I don't get it.
So anyway, $22 a pop. That's pretty, and I'm eating it by myself. I don't have any ladies. I don't have anyone else to share it with, as Tim points out.
Kitties.
Yeah, my cats are not, the cats, they don't like the pizza. They like the spaghetti. Like the Garfield, they like the spaghetti, but they don't like the pizza. So anyway, I'm driving by the 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven? You ever see the 7-Eleven? Yeah. And by the way, we're sponsored by Double Gulp. Double Gulp. Get your Double Gulp today. It's a very clear cry for help. People will know that you need help. Double Gulp.
3 liters a day has made this man what he is.
Make sure you put that in my obituary in
Don't
Newsday.
you worry. That's pretty much. There's going to be a plug in your obituary. Right.
So driving past the 7-Eleven, and I noticed they sell pizzas, whole pizzas, for the amazing price of $5.55. Now, keep in mind, I'm buying a whole pizza for $22. And I say to myself, you know what? How good could it be? It's from 7-Eleven.
Okay.
But
Taste test.
you know what? My brother, who's a construction guy, he owns an electrical construction company. He sometimes instead of paying his workers with money, he will pay them with food.
Ooh.
And one day he went into 7-Eleven.
He won't go to the INS. Have some pizza.
He bought them a pizza.
Pizza Bambine.
He was a little low on cash. He paid the $5.55. No tax, by the way, because it's food. $5.55. And he said it was pretty good. The 2 guys couldn't finish it because it was so much. And he tried a slice. He said it wasn't bad. You know what it's like? It's like you ever it's not delivery.
DiGiorno.
Do you ever have It's not delivery? Yeah.
You got to finish the whole line. You got to say the product's name.
It's not delivery.
What is it? You just
DiGiorno?
There you go. You just know the setup.
It's
you
almost
missed the biggest part of the whole commercial.
Tim, I don't know if you know this. I suffer from a form of self-inflicted brain injury.
Yeah.
It's known as the 1980s.
Whoa.
Yes. The Just Say No decade? I did not.
He snorted a whole Cabbage Patch.
I did not. Actually,
kid,
there are
just a Cabbage Patch.
this brain injury also comes in the other types, the 1970s,
Oh, okay.
the 1960s. Mine actually started in the 1970s, progressed into the 1980s. Brain damage, self-inflicted brain damage here, kids. DiGiorno's. So anyway, I get the pizza. You know what they got? They got a super turbo oven. So they take the
7-Eleven?
frozen pizza, they take the it's not delivery pizza, they put it into the super turbo oven. It's not a microwave, it's a convection oven. You know what that means? It means it's hot air, not super mysterious sci-fi waves heating up the water. It's like an oven.
Like a
So the guy
toaster
hits
oven?
the button and he spins around. He goes like this. Does a
guy
little
did that?
macarena. Yeah, he does a little dance because that's what they tell him. Dance. He has to sing a song to himself, and that's very much like the movie Hudson Hawk. You ever seen the movie Hudson Hawk?
Where they sing the song?
They sing a song to time. By the way,
It always goes
episode
back to
30, Danny Aiello,
Yeah.
who, by the way, was on Sunday morning, CBS Sunday Morning yesterday. You might have seen him. He's got a new book. It's called "I Don't Know Who I Am Unless I'm Acting Like Someone Else." Cleverest title ever.
You
I
can't
love that
focus.
guy.
We're all over the place. You went from
All right,
promoting
pizza.
a pizza.
Pizza. He puts the pizza in, and 90 seconds later, you got yourself a DiGiorno's pizza. Now, okay, number one, a DiGiorno's pizza costs like $8. It's Pathmark, okay? And then you got to cook it in your own oven. You got to wait. The oven got to warm up, and then it's like another 20 minutes. So you're like 30 minutes. They're doing it in a minute and a half, 90 seconds. And so I got one of these pizzas, and I'll tell you what. For $5.55 in 90 seconds, it's a decent trade-off. It kind of works, especially if you eat it right out of the oven. You can't really leave 7-Eleven. You got to stand there with the box open and eat it there.
Yep.
But it's amazing. The bread is really good. The sauce is not bad at all. And they have this plastic substance that tastes exactly like cheese.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. This plasticky stuff. And I discovered this about a week and a half ago. And I'm about
30
35 pizzas later.
He's got 1 foot, people.
35
He lost a
pizzas.
foot.
Oh, yeah, let's not even talk. We're going to talk about that in a minute, too.
So listen, people, stop supporting family-run businesses, and these giant corporations just do it okay for a cheaper price.
That's what the lizard people want.
Mm-hmm.
They want us to buy our pizza from 7-Eleven. I also go up to the Uncle Giuseppe's. You ever go to Uncle Giuseppe's?
Oh,
They got-
supermarket?
yeah, they got
Actually,
one
I was
of
there
them.
last night.
They do the buffet there. You can
There
actually
were
get.
people
They have pizza
eating
there
in
too.
the supermarket.
They do.
It was like 7 o'clock at night, and they're
I
just
do
sitting
that.
there eating.
I do that. I even don't do. I don't. You know why that parking lot is always full? Do you know why the parking lot is always full? Because whenever somebody buys something there, they
Yeah.
can't leave the parking lot. They have to eat what they bought.
I left.
You're an exception.
Oh,
Yes, and pal. Yes, and.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought we were doing real life.
I hate
And,
improv, by the way. Stupid
But he
improv.
lives his life.
Stupid.
Stupid people on TV and movies. being
Eat
successful.
Friday night, eat your face off.
What is that?
You never heard of that? Friday night, eat your face off. It's on in Port Jefferson. They do that.
Oh no, I was thinking actual people, famous people.
No, they do that.
Basement. tax.
I forgot. Hey, by the way, this is Tim Thompson, comedian Tim Thompson. You may have seen him recently at the Icon fundraiser. All you sci-fi geeks that are watching.
12 of them in there.
The 4 of you that are watching that are, and it says 4, but it doesn't mean 4. People crowd around the computer going, "What's going on?"
Or is it because he told people to open every device they own? So it's one guy.
More likely, yes. That's probably it. And by the way, big controversy on Thursday's show, which we'll be talking about. Or I'll be talking about. He'll be like probably looking away.
I'll listen.
He wants to have a career.
Apparently, I was tagged in this whole conversation, and
Well, I did tag you, and you did ask me not to say that you were here.
No.
But unfortunately, your face is all over it, so can't deny the undeniable. I'll pay you $3 for that joke.
Sold. All right.
All right, we're
I
back.
get to
We're
live for
back.
another day.
We're back. So I met with my agent today, Rock Hard from the CAA, and he said, "Look, the show's happening. We've got 22 consecutive viewers 2 days in a row. We had 22 consecutive viewers, and that is a milestone in anybody's book for streaming video shows that are broadcast from Starbucks at 11 a.m." And he said we have to capitalize on this momentum. So he took it upon himself to hire a graphic artist to create a logo for comedians writing jokes.
Whoa.
A logo. Comedian writing jokes. And I said, why do we need a logo? Why do we look at my opponent? Look at his face. Huh? What is this? Adorable. Everyone knows me as the adorable comedian. Next year, that will be I'll be listed in the Long Island Press. And the adorable comedian. That's how you'll know how to vote for me.
That category, the new category.
New category.
Most adorable comedian.
Most adorable comedian. It's like a basket full of puppy dogs going over the Niagara Falls, and everybody's happy at the end.
What?
So anyway, I said, "What do we need a logo for?" And he goes to me, "You know what? You need the logo for
What?
merchandise." I said, "Merchandise?" He said, "Yes, merchandise. Not only does it make us tons of money, it also promotes the show if we have a logo." So we created this cool logo. It's actually
Rock
pretty
Hard
cool.
said that?
Rock Hard, my agent from CAA, who was here this morning.
How was it? What's his voice like?
What's that?
What does he sound like?
He's a CAA agent. He's my agent.
But I like that voice you did for him. What was that?
Did I do a voice for him?
Yeah.
Listen, did I tell you about the brain damage thing I have?
No?
Self-inflicted
First
brain
I'm hearing
damage.
of
It's
it.
called 1980s. The 1980s.
Well, why don't you tell us about it later?
There it
Rock
goes
Hard.
again. Rock Hard. Merchandise. Put some merchandise up. Make the money. Spread the word. And he did that. He put it on my website. If you go to my website right now, go to comedianswritingjokes.com, which is really Rob Cioffi, because I am I'm a genius when it comes to self-promotion. You go there. Oh, that's mine.
Is that Rock Hard?
It's probably Visa. Nope. It's neither. It's neither.
Hey.
Hey, can't talk about that. I have a personal life, all right? Okay? All right? Shepard Smith has a personal life. Who's Gloria Vanderbilt's son? What's his name?
Anderson Cooper?
Anderson Cooper has a personal life. Leave us alone! Anyway,
Are we just yelling random names?
there's actually a theme there, but
Gavin McLeod has a personal
he's
life.
dead.
No. He's alive.
No, he died.
No, he's alive.
He's dead.
Nope, alive.
Anyway, so we got some merchandise on this. You go to the store link on the website. We have some merchandise, which include, and the logo looks cool. I can't show it to you now because it'll screw up the thing. But if you can go there now, the logo, it says CWJ, Comedians Writing Jokes, and it's got this cool abstract thing that looks like the Green Lantern's logo.
You can't turn the ringer?
I don't know what's going on here. Same person's calling me. If they call one more time, that means I have to pick it up. But
I'll continue without you.
I could do that, but then we'll lose the 4 people we got. We're five people. So anyway, we've got merchandise. It's really awesome.
He's 83. He lives in Mount Kisco. He's alive. Don't you dare kill off Captain Steuben.
Gavin McLeod. Anyway,
I know
now I
who's
lost
dead.
my train of thought. Oh, store. So we've got this
Logo.
great stuff, a logo, and now you can purchase. Listen to these items you can purchase with our cool Comedians Writing Jokes logo: a shirt, a T-shirt, and we chose the value T-shirt. Although you can change that. Value T-shirt, which means it will last at least 3 washings if you don't have a poltergeist. 3. That it has a logo on the front and on the back. Has my signature sign-off phrase. which says "See ya, see ya." On the back, it says when you're walking away from people, it says "See ya." Get it?
Smart.
Rock Hard actually thought of it, but I'm taking credit for that.
What else can I get on this site?
A pillow with the logo on it. And the pillow, I thought about that, and he said this makes sense because a lot of comedians like to lay on the couch and play video games and smoke whatever, vape. They vape. And then they need a pillow to rest their heads while they're thinking up their comedy. This is good. This is a good idea. He's Rock Hard is a good idea. He also has a keychain. Keychain to remind you to write your jokes and watch our show. Whenever you get in the car or you're trying to get into your house, there you go. Travel mug, so you can drink the coffee because we take place at the Starbucks, which is where they sell the coffee.
Diet Coke.
That's a great idea.
You should also get a koozie for your 2-liter Diet Coke, usually, you can take it off and put it on.
2-liter Diet Coke cozy.
Yeah, keep it cool because
2-liter Diet Coke cozy. Cozy.
What else to get?
This is awesome. A Bluetooth. You know how some phones have the Bluetooth? You can connect devices.
Mine are white.
A Bluetooth speaker. So you can play back your like let's say you do a set and you're driving back from the gig.
Yeah.
And you don't want it. Your phone's not loud enough. You put it on the Bluetooth. You can listen to what your set is. This is how Joe DeVito became the comic he is today. He would listen to his sets on the way home from the gig on a big tape recorder. He used to carry a big cassette recorder because that's how old Joe DeVito is. But you don't have to. You get a Bluetooth speaker.
That Compolamp went south fast. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell are you talking about.
So, Rob, these amazing products. They seem fantastic.
They are.
Too good to be true. Where can I find these?
At my website.
What site was that again?
It's robcioffi.com, and then you can look along the top, and it says store. Or go to comedianswritingjokes.com, which will bring you to a page on my website, which also has, along the top, it says store. And to be honest, we kept the prices as low as possible. Because...
putting the savings down on
you. Right to you. Because we're gonna, as soon as we get popular, we're gonna jack them up and make the money. Jack them up, jack, pal.
Stop saying that.
So you need to get there now. Purchase your. Oh, did I talk about the watch? We have a watch.
There's a watch.
It's got the logo on the watch. Whenever you look at the time, comedians, you'll say, "I should be writing right now."
Rob Cioffi telling the time like this with your arms.
It's not that.
And it's never right because of apparently he got brain damage in the 80s.
It's called the 80s.
Hoverboard when he traveled back in time.
The
80s.
80s
With Doc Brown.
It actually began in 1977.
Fell off your toilet hanging up a painting. And you hit your head. He came up with an amazing new media.
Did I ever tell you that when I was in high school? This is before
segregation.
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
This kid in high school, he was like the richest kid in high school. He had a DeLorean in senior year.
Whoa!
Had a brand new DeLorean. And
as a matter of fact, in the 40s.
As a matter of fact, this person is in the chain of my connection, direct connection to Adam Sandler. I am only 5 phone calls away from Adam Sandler. Let me explain why.
Why don't you make these calls, please?
My sister-in-law's sister used to go out with Sammy DeMarco. Sammy DeMarco is the founder of Sammy D's restaurants. They're all over the world, these famous restaurants. He's a famous chef. Sammy was best friends in high school with Frank Karachi, the kid with the car.
I heard them say bomb.
Oh yeah, the view over there.
Yeah.
The view. Yeah. All right, we're back. I'm sorry if we lost viewers. I'm sorry, viewers. If you're a regular viewer, you know that we occasionally will go off the air due to technical factors that are beyond our comprehension.
We'll sell you products, but we won't get our own wireless card.
So here's the deal. I'm five phone calls away. I call my sister-in-law, whose sister used to go out with Sammy DeMarco, who was best friends with Frank Karachi, who was the roommate of Adam Sandler in NYU. Ended up, he directed The Waterboy. He directed The Wedding Singer. He directed Click. He's in his. Sorry if you saw if it kind of pooped out there. So we're talking about Mike Dillon, who's got a lot of problems. He's got some physical problems. Been in the hospital, and he's got kids. He's Irish. He's got like 18 kids, and there's a lot of kids. And he's got some financial problems. And he's an old friend of mine, a lot of other people, and a comedian, John LaRocchia. He's the world's funniest fireman. He's a fireman. He's got a picture of him wearing a fire hat, and the fire hat's on fire.
It's very dangerous.
So he's got the fire thing going. He went to something called GoFundMe.com and set up a GoFundMe account for Mike Dillon for people to contribute because Mike's having some problems and he needs some help. And he's helps a lot of people, and I think you ought to help him too.
So how do I find this?
You go to GoFundMe.com / lowercase g 0 lowercase e lowercase l lowercase K, like elk, 8, the number 8. G0ELK 8.
And there's going to be a link on your website, right?
There's a link on our Facebook.
On your Facebook.
Go to our Facebook. And I would encourage you to read. We're going to redo the website. Rock Hard is working on that. You know, it just didn't happen overnight, buddy. So go to GoFundMe.com, G0ELK 8. Make a contribution to the Mike Dillon and Family Fund. It would be greatly appreciated. Now I'd like to talk to you about what happened this weekend.
Is this about me at that Pumpkin Fest in Keene State?
No, this
you
is
should
about...
see what I did.
It's about my Facebook blowing up, people.
How many comments?
Over 64 comments by 13 different people conversing about a clip that I put up that was based on a conversation I had with Chris Davis, comedian.
I'm not Chris Davis.
Not Chris Davis.
No.
It's Tim Thompson, comedian Chris Davis, that we had a discussion about the Long Island Press's Best of Long Island Comedians from Long Island nominee list. And Chris had some opinions about it. And to be fair to Chris, I've reviewed this tape. And he does not say anything specifically derogatory about any particular person. As a matter of fact, he highlights a few people on the list and compliments them profusely. Unfortunately, comedians being who they are, a sensitive lot, a very sensitive lot,
I take offense to that.
Seriously misunderstood why I was posting this. And I want to just make it clear. I have nothing against anyone on the list. As a matter of fact, many of them are my friends.
It was pure sensationalism on your account.
Many of them are, I admire their talent, and I am almost like the guy from Wayne's World when I'm around them. I literally get on my you know that I watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure for the first time, and I realized they stole that from that movie. That movie is Wayne's World.
I was just saying from the plot of Wayne's World where he steals their show. Rob Lowe steals.
No, but if you know about, do you ever see Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
I know, it had two young people who were really close and working on a project together.
And they talk like Wayne's World stuff.
Well, Wayne's World was a sketch making fun of that culture. It's from SNL.
That culture didn't exist before Bill and Ted. But anyway, back to the sensitive comedians. Listen, kids. Listen. It's all about peace and love. Ringo said it all. Peace and love. Peace and love. Nobody wants to make you out to be a bad comic. Nobody's saying that. Okay? Anybody, in my opinion, anybody who has the nerve to stand up in front of people and try and make them laugh, my hat is off to you. This is not an easy thing to do, and not everyone can do it. And you know, there's lots of meetings going on right now where people are confessing they don't have the courage to do it, and you do. So I give you props. My problem with the list, and I'll be honest with you, and frank with you. I am always honest with you, but I'll be frank about this. It does not represent the current Long Island stand-up comedy community as I know it. Okay? And I think that's unfair to represent the current comedy community with people that don't even do comedy, apparently, or haven't done it in years. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to get upset about it. Don't get upset with me about it. If you have a problem, I love you all. Please come on my show. I will give you a platform and a voice, and you can share anything you want about this list or anything at all about yourself. Maybe let our viewers get to know you. Another potential, maybe they'll want to hire you. So come on our show. And I couldn't be more flabbergasted as to why people got angry with each other.
No one likes lists. I don't like lists.
Well, that was my point too.
Schindler's Black list. Shopping.
Right. Franz list.
Yeah.
Can't listen to that at all. Anyway, so that should be about 4 minutes, so I can cut this and everyone get angry about this little clip too. What do we got? We got 12 minutes. That really went fast.
In no way do I feel what has been said today is my view or opinion. This is all based on Rob Cioffi Productions, the Rob Cioffi organization.
And my agent. Go see my agent, Rock Hard.
Rock Hard.
At
when he's
CAA.
in between doing his
Mason,
porn
no, he
tapes.
does. No, he's a Mason. He's a Mason.
Oh, he's a Mason. So he controls
He
everything.
took that job. I talked to him this morning. His card says Mason. But he took that job because of the recession.
Mason.
That's why. He does it to get through the recession. Obama.
He's not watching.
Obama. So this week we have a lot of things in store. Big news. Well, we have the store. Check out the store. We have 3. We lost a viewer. Sorry. It's okay. It's easy not to drop out and
Someone
in
that
on this
loves
show.
lists. I love lists.
I love them.
Top 10s. Click.
Speaking of former podcast people.
No one was talking about that.
Danny, what's that kid's name with the curly hair?
LaFaro.
No.
Karen.
Danny Karen's texting me.
Former super intern.
He's got a video on the internet called At My House. He wants you to watch it.
It's still on?
It's a new one. He's doing new versions.
New version?
At my school.
10 years later.
At my therapist's office.
You know what I mean. That's this thing, right?
At the Riverhead Jail. He's doing all those. He's got a theme. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably getting more hits than me while he's doing that. Danny Karen, he may be coming in for a visit. He's a big wrestler now. You know, when we knew him, he was about 98 pounds.
Yeah?
About 4'2". He literally
6'3"?
he's 6'3",
No.
310. Lean.
He's 6'3"?
Body weight mass index is something like a .0006. The guy looks like The Rock. He looks like The Rock with a curly Jufro. The Rock with a Jufro. That's what he looks like. Scary. And by Jufro, I don't mean anything derogatory to our Jewish friends or listeners. Hey, I'm over 50, and
What does that mean?
That means I have the.
We easily beat up people.
I have these things.
So go
This institutional
so
stereotyping.
That's your excuse? Well, I don't know.
I've been
I don't know
brainwashed.
what I'm saying.
The people that praised me told me that it's okay.
Damn dirty Indians burning our wagons.
Did you watch this movie?
That's,
Watch this movie yet on the Netflix? The Killing Me Softly. Did you watch this movie
with his song?
with Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt and Gandolfini's in it.
Oh, no.
Oh man, you think,
Great.
wow, it looks like it's going to be great. Oh
No
no.
good.
Oh no.
He still has movies coming out. It's amazing, Gandolfini.
Hey, you know what it is? They make the movies years before they release them. I didn't know this. I thought it was like this show. But it's the truth.
There's at least 2 Robin Williams movies coming out. And one
At
came
least.
out since he died, and then 2 more.
Oh, that's another. You know who One of my friends on Facebook is Wendy McHelen Covey. You know who she is? She used to be on Reno 911. She was the blonde chick.
Oh,
and now she's the Goldberg. Yes.
Yeah, Goldberg.
She's my friend on
That's
Facebook.
Funny.
Very funny, very beautiful girl. My friend on Facebook. My friend on Facebook. I got on Facebook in 2007 and actually got friends with all the famous people I could. That's what I did. Because they had no idea what they were doing.
No idea.
Nobody did. We were all on MySpace. And then suddenly we were all on Facebook.
Hello.
Don't know why. Anyway, she's my... What brings to mind... so I'm saying Robin Williams is coming out with the movie that Robin Williams, the Christmas movie. She's in it.
The museum? Night at the museum?
No. There's another one where he plays the father or something. But anyway, a new feature on comedians writing jokes at Starbucks this week. For me, I'll tease it. Is Rob's famous friends on Facebook.
Okay.
And I have a lot of famous friends. You'd be surprised who I have as friends on Facebook. I am going
More
to
name dropping.
I'm going to have a feature. We're going to have like a little feature if Paul Schaefer was here, he would play like a theme music.
Famous names. We got the famous people.
We got the Facebook. That's right. And I'm going to say some funny things about them,
And you're like,
and then maybe interact a little bit, and hopefully it'll be a successful feature. So keep that in your pockets. Remember this. This is going to happen. Big names.
Like Ralph Macchio.
I did drop Ralph Macchio's name.
Yeah?
No, we didn't. I said we said it off air.
William
Now
Zapka,
you ruin it. He
the
will be
whole
on.
cast.
Oh, man, you know what? We forgot to announce our special guest who never arrived. Oh, do you know we had a special guest today?
I noticed.
Christopher Hamill, who you may better know
Dorothy's brother.
as Lamihl.
Oh.
From the pop sensation from the 80s, Kajagoogoo.
Oh, they were so shy.
Shy. Too shy, as a matter of fact. They
Is he running late?
apparently he didn't make it. He must have missed his train or plane or something. Well, we'll have him on next time. Next we'll have to reschedule with him and his hair. You know, Tina Turner stole his hair. It was really, if you remember.
You really did lose your brain in the 80s. They just left it there, huh?
Just say no, kids. You end up like me. I don't look 50.
No.
Especially at this
They're at
resolution.
63.
Especially in standard definition. I don't look 50. Okay, well, we're getting close to the end of the show. I want to thank my old girlfriend giving me something to be unhappy about all day.
Call him and tell him how to get rid of this ghost. It is making his whites their whitest, but still. With
extra poltergeist. Tide Terror version.
They're here
Tide
to bring out the brightest in your bright.
Tide with extra terror. now with extra terror. See, it comes to me, Tim. I'll get there. I'll get to the funny eventually.
From this little thing, he's going to hold. It's like Kevin Smith made a whole movie out of one podcast he did. I know you're not a podcast, but
I heard about it. And
so you're going to make a whole movie out of a haunted dryer.
I could. That's a good idea. Oh, he made one about a guy who turns somebody into a walrus, right?
It was like Human Centipede meets Misery.
What's it? Yeah.
I saw the movie.
Yeah. Was it good? Yeah.
It was a movie. I enjoyed it.
You may not know this. You may not know this because I don't know if you're a regular viewer of the show, but I hang out here at Starbucks a lot, and I have I've had some romances here. All right, I met some ladies, and I'm always on. One day I had to have a bodyguard here because one of them left a coffee cup with scalding water in it, and I thought it was a rabbit, but it wasn't a rabbit. But I thought it was a rabbit, like from that movie Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out, it was a monkey, and I went, oh, shoot, it's just a monkey. But there was a note inside that said,
trendy new
the note said, I couldn't find a rabbit, so just assume that this monkey is a rabbit. You'll be sorry.
So they couldn't find a rabbit, but they were able to find a monkey.
Well, at the dollar store, they ran out of rabbits, I guess.
But they had
it was a stuffed monkey. Anyway, stuffed monkey. We don't hurt any animals.
What happened
on
to your
the
bodyguard?
show.
Is he okay?
Right now, he's guarding Chris Davis. He's got a full-time gig with Chris Davis, comedian Chris Davis.
He's got his hands filled then.
Hands full. Hands full. You know that guy drives a cement truck?
Yep. I've done gigs with him. He takes up 6 spots. It sucks. You got to park around the block.
Anyway, I expect we haven't seen one of my romances around. I think this week we may encounter one. So I'm going to lay low. I'll be here, but I'll be laying low. And what else is happening this week? Oh, Bob Nelson will be back tomorrow. I hope. He doesn't have to be. He's not contractually obligated to be here. But
he'll still tag him and say that he's here.
Every day. Every day. You know, they call me Bob Nelson's Barnacle. Everyone knows that.
That's what you think.
Try scaping me off. Yeah, we got one more minute. You got anything to promote there, comedian Tim Thompson with no P?
No P, thank you. I say that all the time. I say that more than a virgin girl at a German party,
especially when you're ordering coffee here. It's not like, whoa.
Zing. Vibe Lounge this Friday.
Vibe Lounge. Hey, what about that thing you do on, the thing you do on Tuesdays? Is that still going?
Oh, it's an open mic. 7 and 9 at the Lizard Lounge. I only hang out in lounges. Lizard Lounge in Bohemia. That's
You're doing
New York.
the Vibe Lounge in, where is that again?
That is...
Isn't that where that Phoenix
Valley
kid died?
Stream. That's it. That's where
the Phoenix kid
River
died.
Phoenix
River Phoenix outside
where
the Vibe
Winona
Lounge.
Ryder killed River Phoenix.
He's
just dropping all his Facebook friends right here. That's how long he's been on Facebook. He's friends with River Phoenix.
So you got that going on Friday. Anything?
Nothing.
Anything real?
No. All private gigs mostly. I do a lot of entertaining at kind of eyes wide shut type parties. So I'm the opening.
Plays the piano.
Yeah.
He does like a Victor Borga thing though. It's really funny.
I do the opening set before the OG starts. You see Bill Maher in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I'm not a big Bill Maher fan.
He did an opening set before like a hootenanny.
Oh no! Yeah, funny. He's so funny, that Bill Maher. Jerk.
You don't like him?
He's a jerk.
He stole your life?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be having sex with 20-something playmates.
Stop. Anyway, thanks again, Tim Thompson, for joining us today.
I'm just here for the big sign-off. I love it.
He loves the big sign-off. And I want to thank all our viewers, anyone who's watching in real time or takes the time to watch us in replay at comedianswritingjokes.com. Check out our new store.
His merch.
It's merch, baby. And I'm Rob Cioffi as always. For once, very quickly, BobNelson.com. Go to BobNelson.com to get your Bob Nelson DVD today. Bob Nelson.
Follow me on Twitter.
Follow him on Twitter.
At Timothy Thompson, THOMSON.
Says some very funny things on the Twitter. It's a game changer. He's thinking outside the box. Do the funny things on the Twitter. I'm Rob Cioffi. I will be, I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be somewhere on Saturday. I'll find out and let you know tomorrow. Or you can look at my website. And that's all we have to say today. How do we end this thing? I'll tell you how we end it. See ya. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.